Hey, hello guys, this is Shekar again. Now we're gonna talk about relational operators in Oracle database. So, could you please take a while to look over this session to understand how we can use these relational operators in Oracle database? Here we have the 6 types of relational operators. Let us see. First one is equals to, second one is less than, third one is greater than, and fourth one is less than or equals to, and fifth one is greater than or equals to, and the sixth one is this symbol represents the not equals to symbol. This the three ways to we can represent the not equals in Oracle database. These are the three types of symbols so we can use. We can represent not equals to in Oracle database. So let us see one by one of these relational operators in Oracle database. So for that now I am going to see the first one is equals to operator. It is equals to operator. It is used for equality test. It is used for equality test. So that means it is used to test equality of two operands. Equality of two operands. For example, it is going to test equality of two operands means if we have the A and B are there. If you have two sets A and B, then we are going. It is used to test the equality test between the A and B. So let us see one example question to understand how we can use this equal to operator in Oracle database. Here we have the question is write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is equals to 950 from EMP table. So to understanding this question, we have to know about the EMP table first on Oracle database. So to connecting to the Oracle database, I am using SQL plus tool to connect to the Oracle database. So I'm connected to the Oracle database. So I just want to clear the screen. Now here we have the table by default table in Oracle database, that is EMP. I want to see the details of EMP tables. That's why I'm using the query is select star from EMP. Here select means to get the details of the particular table here, and star means all columns of a particular table, and here our particular table name means EMP. So now I want to see the details. I want to see what are the details. That means what type of records, what type of columns are there in the EMP table. So that I am using this query select star from EMP. So I want to see the result of this query. That means I want to get the details of EMP table here. So I'm clicking enter button to get the output means. So I got the output here. So here we have the EMP table output, and it is having the 8 columns and 14 rows. So here we have 8 columns and 14 rows. So he is asking the question. Write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is equals to 950. So we need to fetch the employee details whose salary is 950. Let's see the salary column in EMP table. Here we have the 950 salary is getting 950 amount of the salary. The employee James is getting the 950 salary among these 14 employees. So we need to fetch out these James record among these 14 records from EMP table by using the query is asking the question is like that only. So the question is write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is equals to 950 from EMP table. So that is why I'm using the query is like. So select means getting the details of all the employees. So and star means all columns of a particular table. Here particular table means EMP, and I am giving the condition by using the where class here. Display the details of employees whose salary is 950. So that is why I am using the salary column here, and whose salary is he is asking 950. So by using this query, I am going to get the details of employee who is getting 950 as his salary. So now I'm going to see the result for this query. So yeah, there is here only one employee. Among these 14 records of the EMP table. Here only one employee is getting 950 as a salary. So this is the way to understand the equal operator in Oracle database. If you see the second question also, you can understand easily. You can understand this equals to operator easily in Oracle database. Let us see the second question. What he is asking, write a query to display the details of employees whose job is manager. He is asking, write a query to display the details of employees whose job is manager from EMP table. So we need to fetch, we need to find out who is working as a manager out of this 14 records, out of this 14 employees, who is working as a manager in the organization. Please find out that particular employee's name who is working as a manager in this organization. You need to fetch out that many employees name here. He is asking the question. The question is like that only. Write a query to display the details of employees whose job is manager. That means we need to fetch out the employees details who is working as a manager in that particular organization from EMP table. So that for that I am using the query is to get the manager job details. So I am using the query is select star, means all columns of a particular employees who is working as a manager from EMP table, and I am giving a condition by using where class. He is asking, please find out who is working as a manager, in the organization. Means I am going to give the manager name here in where class condition. I am going to give the manager job designation name here. So by using this query, why I am checking manager in between the single quotes, means manager in the form of name. Generally name is having the characters, but here Oracle database allows the characters in between the single quotes only. That's why I am giving in between the single quotes only I am giving manager name. So by using this query, I need to get the details of employees who are working as a manager in this particular organization among these 14 records of the EMP table of the organization. So I need to get the result for this query. So here we have 3 employees as working as manager in this organization. So according to the EMP table, there are three employees are working as manager. Their designation is manager. So this is the way to understand equals to operator in Oracle database. Then we have the second one is less than operator, less than relational operator. This operator is generally used for less than test. Used for less than test. That means if you give A less than B, then it will check whether A is less than B or not. So if you give the condition is A is less than B, then it will check whether A is less than B or not. So for example, if you want to understand this less than operator in Oracle database, you have to see the question below. Write a query to display the details of employees. Whose salary is less than 3,000 from EMP table. So he is asking, please fetch out the details of employees who is getting the salary is less than 3,000. So whoever is getting the salary as less than 3,000, we need to fetch out. He is asking like that only. So that is why I am going to show you practically in Oracle database how many number of employees are getting less than 3,000 as their salaries in particular organization. By using the EMP table here, I need to explain the concept here. For that I want to just clear the screen here also. So here we have the table, EMP table of a particular organization. I want to fetch the record. I want to see the details. What are the details are there in the EMP table? So this is the query to retrieve the details of the EMP table of a particular organization. So now I am getting the result. So I got the result of the EMP table of a particular organization. So here EMP table is having 8 columns, and 14 rows. So 14 rows is nothing but 14 employees are working in this organization, and their job details are that means the designation details are here. There under the job column there are the designation details, and hire date means their date of join the employees, Hiring means date of join. Date of joins of the employees column is there, and salary column is there, and the commission of the employees, those who are getting the commission, this column represents the commission of the employees, and the departments of the each employees, department numbers of the each employees. This is the overall look over this table. So here EMP number also there. Every EMP employee is having the EMP numbers. So we need to find those who are getting less than 3,000 salary. We need to fetch that many employees records only. The questioner asking the question is write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is less than 3,000 from EMP table of a particular organization. That means we need to get only the employees details, those who are getting less than 3,000 as their salary. So for that I am using the query is select to get the details of a particular table, and star means all columns of a particular table. Whatever the table, we need to get the details from that table. That means we need to mention the table name here, and I need to get the details from details of the employee table. That's why I'm giving the employee name here, employee table name here, and I'm giving the logical condition in where class. So what he is asking, who is getting less than 3,000, that many number of employees details you need to fetch out. So that is why I'm giving the salary column as a condition in where class. So by using less than is asking less than 3,000, who is those who are getting less than 3,000 as their salary. We need to fetch that many details of the details of the employees details. You know, to fetch out is asking like that. That's why I'm using this query. I'm using this condition in this query. If I run this query, I will get the details of the employees. They are getting the salary is less than 3,000. Let us see the output. What will be happens in the output? Let us see the screen. Yeah, there are 14 records. That means there are 14 employees are getting the salary less than 3,000. Let us see this photo. Let us see this. There are 11 records are fetched out here. Among the 14 records, we got 11 records. 11 employees records are there. Out of this 11 records employees, all the employees are getting the salary less than 3,000 only. Let us take a look under this salary column of each employee of these 14 employees. So first one, Smith is getting 800, and Ellen is getting 1600. Here Ward is getting 1250, and like this Miller is getting 1300. All the employees salaries are less than 3,000 only. This is the meaning of the question. This is the answer for the question. What he asked means write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is less than 3,000 from EMP table of the EMP table of a particular organization. So we gave the answer in the form of the query. In the form of the query is select star from EMP where salary is less than 3,000. This is the way to understand less than operator as a relational less than operator in Oracle database. So then we have the next one is greater than operator. This operator is used for greater than test. So this operator is used for greater than test. So that means if you give the condition is like A greater than B, then it will check whether A is greater than B or not. The general meaning of the A greater than means, if you give the A greater than B means, then it will check whether A is greater than B or not. So let us take example question to understand. This greater than operator in Oracle database. Let us see the question as he mentioned in the below. Write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is greater than 2,000 from EMP table of a particular organization. So he is asking please fetch out the details of employees whose salary is greater than 2,000 from EMP table of a particular company, particular organization. So for that I'm using the query is like first of all I need to know the details of employees table. For that I just want to clear the screen to understand easily. So I need to open the details of employee table here to see the answer for the required question. So here we have the EMP table having 8 columns and 14 rows. 14 rows in the sense 14 employees are working in this organization. So we need to find according to the question. We need to find the details of employees. Those who are details of employees who are getting the salary is greater than 2000. So out of this 14 employees, we need to fetch out who are getting the salary is greater than 2000. He is asking in the question, the question is like that only. Write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is greater than 2000 from EMP table of a particular organization. So for that I am giving the answer in terms of query is select star. Select means to get the details of a particular table, and star means all columns of a particular table. And I am mentioning particular table name means EMP here, and I am giving the where class condition here is asking please fetch out the number of employees details, the details of employees whose salary is greater than 2000, whose salary, that means I am taking salary column here, whose salary is greater than, I am taking the greater than symbol here, and he is asking who. Please fetch out who is getting the salary is greater than 2000 among the 14 employees of the EMP table of a particular organization. That is why I am using this query. If I am using this query, I will get the details of employees, those who are getting the salaries salaries greater than 2000. So let us see the output. What will be happens in the by using this query? What will be happens in the Oracle database? Let us see the output here. I am going to click the enter button to see the output here. So there are 6 records. That means there are 6 employees are getting the salary is greater than 2000. So let us see the salary column for each employee. So here Jones is getting a 2975 as his salary, and Blake is getting a 2850, like that. Ford is getting a 3000. So all these employees salaries are greater than 2000 only. So he is asking like that only, please get the details. Please, that means please find out the details of the employees whose salary is greater than 2000 from EMP table of a particular organization. So that is why I used this query. Select star from particular organization means the EMP table details, and select star from EMP, and I gave the condition in where class salary is greater than 2000. So this is the way to understand the greater than or equals to or relational operator in Oracle database. Then we have the fifth one. Then we have the next one is less than or equals to. So this is the operator. This operator is used for less than or equals to test. That means that means if you give a less than or equals to b, then it will check whether a is less than or equals to b or not. So this operator is used for less than or equals to test. If we give a less than, that means if you give a less than or equals to b, then it will check whether a is less than or equals to b or not. So if you give the condition is like, if a greater than b, a less than b, then condition in the given expression, if a less than b, then condition is true, and if a is equal to b, then also condition is true. But in the case a greater than b, then it returns false. Let us observe clearly. Once we observe, you can understand easily. If a greater than b, the condition is like a less than b, then condition is true. So if a is equal to b, then also condition is true. But if a greater than b, then it returns false. When the condition is like a less than b, then condition is true, and if the condition is a is equal to b, then also condition is true. But in the case if a greater than b, then it returns false. So this is the main purpose of this less than or equals to in Oracle database. So generally this is the main logic here I mentioned here to understand easily. So to understand this less than or equals to concept in Oracle database, here he is asking the question. Just see the question in the below of the page. Write a query to display the details of employees, the details of employees whose salary is less than or equals to 3000 from EMP table of a particular company, EMP table of a particular organization. So write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is less than or equals to 3000. So we need to fetch out the records, we need to fetch out the details of employees, those who are getting salary is less than or equal to 3000 among the 14 employees of the EMP table, among the 14 employees of the EMP table. So for that I'm just clearing the screen to understanding easily. So I just want to clear the screen to understand. So here we have the employee table in a particular organization. I need to open the details of employee table here once again. Yeah, here we know very well it is EMP table. It is a EMP table having 8 columns and 14 rows. 14 rows, nothing but there are 14 employees are working in this organization. So we need to get the details according to the question. We need to get the details of employees whose salary is less than or equals to, whose salary is less than or equals to 3000. That means we need to find those who are getting the salary is 3000 or below 3000 or less than 3000. We need to find that many details of the employees. We need to fetch out now by using the queries. I'm going to use the query. Select means getting the details from a particular table, and star means all columns data of a particular table. Here particular table name is EMP. And I'm mentioning the condition, the logical condition in where class is asking please fetch out the details of employees who's getting the salary is less than or is equal to 3000. That's why I'm using the less than operator here to get the details of employees, those who are getting his salaries, those who are getting their salaries is less than or equals to 3000. That's why I'm using this query. Select star from EMP where salary is less than or equal to 3000. So let us see the screen how it is going to fetch out the records of the EMP table. So how many employees are getting less than 3000 of their salary? Let us see the output. Yeah, there are 13 employees, 13 rows. That means there are 13 employees are getting getting their salary is less than or equal to 3000. So let us see this employees salaries. Smith is getting 800 and Ellen is getting 1600 and Jones is getting 2975, and like this Scott is getting employee Scott is getting 3000 because we gave the condition less than or equal to 3000. That is why here 3000 also fetched. We are also fetching 3000 here for Scott salary. So like this these are all the employees salaries are less than or equal to 3000. So this is the way to understand the less than or equal to concept in Oracle database. Then we have the next relational operator is greater than or equals to. This is quite similar to the less than or equals to operator in Oracle database. So let us see the definition of this greater than or equals to. This operator is used for greater than or equals to test. This operator is used for greater than or equals to test. That means if you give a greater than or equal to b, then it will check whether a is greater than or equals to b or not. So if you give a greater than or equal to b, then it will check whether a is greater than or equals to b or not. So if that given condition is if the given condition a greater than or b, if the condition is like a greater than b, then a condition is true, and if the condition is a is equal to b, then it is also, then this condition also true, it returns true. But in the case a less than b, it returns false. If a greater than b, then condition is true, and if condition is a is equal to b, then also this condition also true. So but if a less than b, it returns false. Let us observe the differences between less than operators, less than operator in Oracle database, and greater than operator in Oracle database. If a less than b, then the condition is true. If a is equal to b, then also the condition is true. But in case a greater than b, then it returns false in less than or equals to operator in Oracle database. When it comes to greater than or equals to operator, greater than or equal to operator, this operator is used for greater than test, greater than or equals to test. That means if a greater than b, the condition is like that. If the condition is like a greater than b, then condition is true. And if a is equal to b, then also condition is true. But in the case if a less than b, then it returns false. So if you see, for a suitable illustration, that means if you see a particular example to understand this greater than or equals to operator in Oracle database, he is asking the question. Just see the question in the below of the page. Write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is greater than or equals to 3,000. So he is asking, please fetch out the details of, that means please get the details of employees whose salary is greater than or equals to 3,000 from EMB table of a particular company. So we need to fetch out to that many employees details, those who are getting greater than those who are getting the salary is greater than or equals to 3,000. So according to the previous query, it is also similar to the previous query. So now I want to fetch the records of EMP tables, those who are getting the salary is greater than 3,000. So I want to clear the screen to understand easily. So I want to open the employee table details of the particular company. So here we have the EMP table details having 8 columns and 14 rows. That means 14 employees are working in a particular organization. This employees table is showing that 14 employees details here. So I need to find those who are getting greater than 3,000 salary. That many employees records I need to get it now. So that's why I'm using the query is select star from EMP. Star means all columns of a particular table. Here particular table means EMP, and I'm giving the where class condition here. He is asking, please get the details of employees whose salary is greater than or equals to 3,000. Whose salary is greater than or equals to 3,000. Let us see the output for this query. And now I'm going to getting the details of the employees, those who are getting the salary is greater than 3,000 among the 14 employees of the EMP table of a particular organization. So I want to see the result for this query. Yeah, I got the result for the that query according to the question. The required answer is I got it now. So here the required table, the resultant table is having 8 columns, and because we mentioned the star here, that's why it fetched the 8 columns data. And how many records we got it now? 3 records are there. That means 3 employees details are there, because these 3 employees details, these 3 employees are only getting the salary is greater than or equals to 3,000. So let us see, this Scott is getting the salary is 3,000, and here King is getting 5,000 salary. That means this is also greater than or equals to 3,000. That is why we got the 5,000 of King salary here, and we got Ford salary is 3,000. He is also having the salary is 3,000 of this organization. This is the way to understand greater than or equals to operator in Oracle database. So then we have the next relational operator is not equals to. So generally it is used for inequality test. So not equals to is used for inequality test. That means it is used to test inequality of a 2 operands. So it is going to be test, suppose we have the two sets like A and B. So by using this not equals to test, we are going to perform the inequality test between the A and B sets. So if you see the suitable examples to this not equals to concept in Oracle database, you can easily understand how we can use this not equals to operator in Oracle database. Let's take a look over this first question. Okay, he is asking write a query. In the first question, he is asking write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is not equals to 3,000 of a particular organization. So he is asking write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is not equals to 3,000. So we need to fetch we need to find the records of find the details of employee whose salary is not equal to 3000. I need to open the employee details here, employee table details here to understanding this concept. So here we have the employee table having 8 columns and 14 rows. That means the 14 employees are working in this organization. So I need to find according to the question. So please find out, he is asking, please find out the details of the employees who is getting the salary is not equal to 3000. So that means we need to fetch out all the employees records who is getting the all the employees record except those who are getting 3000 as their salary. We need to fetch out all the employees of this 14 records, all the employees of this particular organization except those who are getting 3000 as their salary. So for that I am using the query is select means to get the details of a particular table. So and I'm giving the star means it is going to fetch all the columns data, and from which table, a particular table name means EMP table, and I'm mentioning the question condition. I'm mentioning the condition here, whatever the questioner asked in the question. So I need to mention the condition in where clause here. So I need to mention those who are not. So he is asking please get the details of the students. Those salaries, their salary is not equals to 3000. That's why I'm using the not equals to symbol here. So this is the not equals to symbol. So I'm getting the salary. He is asking those salary. Please find out the details of the employee. Those who are getting the salary is not equals to 3000, right? So that's why I'm using the salary column here, and I'm using the not equals to symbol, or you can use not equals to symbol, or this way also you can use, or this way also you can use this is also represents the not equals to. So I'm going to use the not equals to symbol here is, so not equals to 3000 is asking please get the details of employees those salary is not equals to 3000. So I will get the details of employees table, those who are getting the salary is not equals to 3000 by using this query select star from EMP, and I'm giving the condition in this query salary is not equals to 3000. So now I'm going to get the output for this query is, yeah, I got the employee table record having 12 employees details are there. That means that 12 employees are getting the salary is not equals to 3000. Let us see the salary column of these 12 employees. So Smith is getting 800, Ellen is getting 1600, like this Blake is getting 2850, so on, and Miller is getting 1300. All these employees salaries are not equals to 3000. That means we need we skipped the employee details who is getting 3000 as a salary. So we skipped the employees details, and the remaining rest of the employees details and the salaries are fetched out here. So this is the way to understand the not equals to operator in Oracle database. If you want to see another question also, you can easily understand this concept. Let us say this another question. Write a query to display the details of employees whose job is not salesman job from the EMP table of a particular organization. Is asking please get the details of employees whose job is not a salesman job from EMP table of a particular organization. So we need to give the answer in form of query is I have to clear the screen to explaining easily. So here we have the query is, the table EMP table. I need to get the details of the EMP table now. So here we have the EMP table. There are 14 employees are working in this organization. So we need to find the details of the employees, those who are not working as a salesman job. The question is like that only. Just see the question once again. So he is asking write a query to find out the details of employees whose job is not a salesman job from a EMP table of a particular company. So now I want to get the details of the employees. those who are not working as a salesman as a designation of this company. So I need to find that many number of employees details here. So for that purpose now I'm using the query is select means to get the details of the particular table, and star means all columns data we need to fetch it out here, and I'm giving the particular table name of the organization means it is the EMP table we have, and I'm giving the where clause condition whatever he is asking in the question, the condition I'm going to give in the where clause condition. So I need to find a job column here, those who are not working as a salesman job, that many employees the details I need to fetch it out now. So that is why I'm using not equals to operator here, and the job is not equals to is asking to get the details of the employees those who are not working as a salesman job. So we need to skip the details of the employees those who are working as a salesman, those who are those designation as a salesman. So we need to skip that many employees records here. So that's why I'm using not equals to symbol here, not equals to operator here, and I'm mentioning what type of designation we need to skip here, salesman job. So salesman job in the form of string, in the form of string means characters. That's why I'm taking these characters in between single quotes, because Oracle allows the names or characters in between the single quotes only. That's why I'm using the salesman name in single quotes. So by using this query I will get the result in the form of the employee details those who are not working as a salesman job of a particular organization. So I want to see the result of this query by using where clause condition. I'm giving a job is not equals to salesman. So I just want to see the result. Just observe my scheme what we will going to get here. So yeah, there are 10 employees are there. There are 10 employees are working as different type of designations. There are 10 employees working as a clerk and manager and analyst president, but no employee is working as a salesman here, because we fetched the details of the employees. They are working, they are not working as a salesman, they are not having the designation of a salesman job. So this is the way to understand the logical relational operators in Oracle database. So these are the very useful operators in often useful operators in Oracle database. Okay, thank you guys, thank you very much.